everybody. It's GuidingHalo here. I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be your reading for Wednesday. So I believe that's the 19th of August. If not, then don't worry about it. It'll be posted for Wednesday nonetheless, okay? So let's find out what's happening for Wednesday. From the Divine, I'm going to pull from the Mystical Shaman deck, and we'll read this card, if I can find the book. There it is. Mystical Shaman deck by Alberto somebody, call it Baron Reed, and Marcella Lobos. Somebody's calling in their soulmate, soul tribe, soul family, soul something, middle world, in the middle of all of it. Card number 36 reduces to a 9, so it's about packing something up in order to move forward into the new, but you feel kind of like you're in the in-between. And that's, honestly, I gotta say, a beautiful place to be, because when you are in the in-between, man, it's almost like a pause. It's like being in the eye of the storm, and you can see from such a higher view when you're in the eye of the storm. If you take a higher stance and a higher viewpoint as to where you've been so far. Look at that. See, sit quietly, close your eyes. The light within you is sufficient. It alone has power to give the gift of sight to you. Exclude the outer world and let your thoughts fly to the peace within. They know the way. Let me be still and listen to the truth. Look at that. There's some sort of truth that you're going to come by looking at things from a higher vantage point than you've been looking at them for quite some time. Perhaps that's part of the awakening that happened yesterday in the reading, stepping into your soul family. So we're going to look at the Spirit Animal Oracle by Call It Baron Reed. That's this one here, if you're looking up things online. Yeah. Snake Spirit, and we have it upside down. Someone's avoiding a new start. You're avoiding a new start, putting it off because you feel like you want to heal, or perhaps you're avoid healing, coming out of a time there where you've sat there and healed. I've never got Snake Spirit before. Card number 55. Massive, massive change. This is like double fives, which is double conflict. But it seems like you're healing from that conflict that's happened. That's interesting. All right, let's read these so we can get a better idea of what's actually going on here. Card number 36. The middle world is the realm of the day-to-day reality and the playground of the living. It is the present moment where everything is happening, yet the middle world is created by the future, not only the past, and it is a mirror of the invisible realms. When things are right in the middle world, heaven and earth support everything. When they are not right, heaven and earth must be brought into order as well. The middle world shows up when conditions are favorable for your undertaking. Do not hesitate. Move forward. As heaven and earth are smiling upon you, this time is right, so be expedient, but mindful of not being reckless. The world is your playground, and what would require great effort at another time can be accomplished with great ease now. Do not try to correct in the earth what needs to be corrected in the heavens. You see, when things are going wrong here, with government, on our earth, whichever, it's because the heavens need to take control of the goings-ons here in order for our spiritual growth to elevate the way it's supposed to. The resources to support the change or endeavor you are considering are not readily available to you yet. So it's important to ask for help from the invisible realms, from helpers in the upper world. For now, wait. So there's something about waiting and being in that eye of the storm. I think someone is terrified to move forward, and perhaps the divine is bringing that terrifiedness forward for a reason. And they want you to sit quietly and close your eyes. The light within you is sufficient. It alone has power to give the gift of sight to you. Exclude the outer world and let your thoughts fly to peace within. They know the way. Snake Spirit, card number 55. Do you know how much I love snakes? About as much as I love the idea of being reborn and having to live a whole life again. That's about how much I love snakes. Snake spirit, time to heal. The oracle message. All of us need healing at times, and when snake spirit appears, it is time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so that your vitality can arise. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Vulnerability is necessary for friendships and partners to work, which means all of us will have tender emotions at times. Be gentle with yourselves and others now. Shed the past and step into a new way of being, for vitality is rising in you. This might be a good time to honor the work you have done to heal. Grow and repair any damage within you, within those you care about, and within your community. Celebrate together how far all of you have come in your healing journey and all that you have created. Do you know that there's people that are coming to me that are in the year of the snake right now? And perhaps those people are all upside down and need help and healing. But whatever it is that's within them, they're showing me the areas where I need healing, or they're also showing me the areas where I have healed. Actually, that happened yesterday too. Unburden yourself of anything that no longer supports wellness, prosperity, positivity, relationships, and well-being, and open the door to healing for healing to occur. Now, I would say that this is probably the protection message, maybe. No matter how much you may have lost or how you have been disappointed, you are called by the snake spirit to shed the past and practice radical self-acceptance now. Only by forgiving yourself can you move onward, regardless of whether anyone else is ready for healing. When your tender new skin first becomes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable. Love yourself anyway, in a vulnerable way. You have been weak, but now you are becoming strong and developing wisdom, and you will do better in the future. Snake Spirit reminds you that hearts can be so easily wounded. Apologies and amends go a long way. Self-forgiveness for your role in what has happened can help you heal, can also help others heal. Remember, it is the one who has been wounded who often has the greatest power to help others heal. Look at that. Wow. So this is the thing about the person who has been wounded the most, usually is the one who has the most courage to go in and say, hey, you know, I've forgiven you and myself for all of this that happened. And I still love and care about you and would like to create a trajectory forward in familiarity and care. A lot of people can't be with a person per se they've left behind, or even say that. Perhaps the person you would like to say these things to has passed away. But there is clarity coming to you in this quiet times that you sit quietly, and I think it would be really wise to actually sit quietly and ask anybody who would like to come talk to you to do so, and tell them that who is out there for your highest good may come and give you messages now, and listen to the messages that Spirit will bring you and that your ancestors will bring you about how to go from a higher form of love, a higher form of caring, a higher form of perspectives. Absolutely beautiful. Something about cycles here. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes. Release your fear. Trust this powerful process. Trust that you will be okay in the process that the divine is taking you through right now and coming out of it. So here we have two cards, so I'll move this differently. So we have pilgrimage. You are on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. So what is your path going to be about? Ask the divine in solitude about what that is, because there's something about the light within you is sufficient, and you have everything you need already. It alone has the power to give you sight to see. Exclude the outer world. Let your thoughts fly to the peace within. They know the way. And then we have reconciliation. Remember, the source of love, a loving action, is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. Perhaps it's writing a letter to somebody. Perhaps it's writing a letter and not even saying that, you know, I want to hear back from you. I don't want to hear back from you. I just am writing you a letter to, so you know where I'm coming. It's like a letter from my higher self to your higher self. And if they don't understand it and don't get it, it doesn't matter. Eventually they will, as they grow and prosper and succeed. Keep that in mind. So let's pull some energy cards about what's going on here from the Untethered Soul deck. Living life. You should be experiencing the life that's happening to you, not the one you wish was happening. Don't waste a moment of life trying to make other things happen. Appreciate the moments you are given. So somebody is living a little bit in the future in their mind, and they're missing out on the present that is now. Awakening consciousness. If you go very deep, that is where you live. You live in the seat of consciousness. A true spiritual being lives there without effort and without intent. That's your inner being. That's your soul. That's the spark of whatever that brought you here in the divine. I'm just going to split the tarot deck. Yeah, look at that. Healing wounds. Stabbed in the heart with hope, faith, and trust in this situation. Now, my question is, can you forgive yourself for putting you there in the first place? Sure you can. It maybe made you end up single. It maybe meant now you had to take a more logical frame of mind. It may have mean that there's communication coming in about a brand new start in love, but there's still conflict surrounding it. So I'm conflicted about whether I can even do love anymore. And I think it's because you're very much in a logical space. I believe there's going to be, someone's been focusing on their work, offer coming in around something you have felt tied to, but it's a new passionate offer. You're going to put the burdens down, and look at you heading to your 10 of Pentacles, but you're worried about player energy. You know, perhaps you feel like you've not been putting in the work, or that this person won't put in the work. However, there will be clarity, and you will have a very, very happy outcome. And after that, we have the Judgment card, so a decision will need to be made. You see, someone is single, living in brokenheartedness, possibly dealing with somebody who cut things off in a logical way. If they cut things off in a logical way, I want to let you know it was to protect their own heart, because what was going on for them was painful, whether it had something to do with you or not. It could have been their outer world. It's hard to say. So there may be communication coming up that may be a little difficult. Perhaps you're going to run into somebody at a party or a gathering or something, and perhaps you're going to go knowing very well that they may be there. So, I mean, it could be many different things here. But there's going to be some sort of healing that comes, and it's really, I think this healing is really going to propel you forward. It's not about reconciling to be with somebody, but it's about reconciling the pain, reconciling the hurt that's happened, so that that pain and hurt can be transmuted into understanding, and then eventually joy for what happened in the first place. I love you guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Blessings.